We can start. Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are Team Martian 2, and this is our final report for the Mars Lander project. My name is Gavin Bailey. I'm the project manager, and today we're going to walk you through our design process, our decisions, our test results, and the biggest lessons that we learned during this project. So, just a little overview. Um, we're gonna first introduce ourselves and then give a full rundown of all like the preliminary requirements that we faced during this project, and then our planning and design process to face those challenges. Then our steps of actually constructing our lander, and then finally we're gonna have a little video that shows our trial, our test trial, and then we're gonna explain the results of that and analyze those and show what those mean and how we would um, put that towards building a future prototype of the lander. So, like I said, I'm Gavin Bailey. I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I served as the project manager for this project.
My name's Allison Broadway, and I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I was the verification tester for this project.
My name is Ader. I'm a computer engineering major, and I'm serving as one of the construction managers for this project.
And my name is Savannah Williams. I'm a biomedical engineering major, and I'm serving as the other construction manager for this project.
And this is our request for proposals. NASA provided us with this, and we used these guidelines and this document as our main guidelines to, decide what we would do for certain things and what we wanted our lander to accomplish through, the design process, the construction process, and then the testing process. All right. And then the customer requirements are as follows. The Mars lander shall deliver astronauts to the surface of Mars. The Mars lander performance is going to be what was demonstrated during video recorded tests on launch day. The Mars lander shall carry two pilots, which are our eggs, and then the Mars lander has to be reusable. And then our contractor requirements, which are that the Mars lander demonstration vehicle shall survive the impact of a 12-foot drop. The vehicle shall protect two eggs from damage, weighing up to 59 grams apiece. The Mars lander demonstration vehicle has to be reusable once again. The Mars lander demonstration vehicle drops must be recorded and documented. The Mars lander demonstration vehicle shall not cost more than $15 to construct. The Mars lander demonstration vehicle can use pre-approved special request salvage materials. For our design, we chose to use string for that. And then the Mars lander demonstration vehicle had to be built during the construction process in under 30 minutes.
And finally, here's our final design, showing the different angles for how it should be built. We originally overestimated our materials need, or the amount of material that is needed, but after construction, we used far less. We ended up using only two cotton balls, one grocery bag, six rubber bands, and a small amount of cardboard. By minimizing the materials that we use, we were able to lighten the lander and improve the parachute's performance. This slide shows an image of all the materials we had available during our construction of the lander. We built the lander by first creating a small cardboard box with a divider, measuring each side of the 2 foot by 2 foot cardboard. The front is 3.5 inches long, the side and 2.75 inches tall. and from the front, it's 1.75 inches wide and 2.75 inches tall. We lined the interior with bubble wrap and cotton balls for cushioning. After sealing the box and securing it with rubber bands, we attached 2 strings to the top for the parachute. Finally, we tied those strings to the handles of a plastic bag to complete the parachute system.
This slide goes over our construction changes. The first thing we did was that we used less cotton balls than we had originally planned to. We also used less bubble wrap. This meant that we didn't have as much protection around our eggs because the internal cushioning was smaller than we expected. We had less space than we had hoped in our design, and that's why we had to make this change. However, the lighter weight did help our parachute perform better. Here are several pictures from different angles showing our final build.
Okay, this slide is a result of from test day. We could only complete one test due to the failure of our vehicle, but on test day, we went to building A atriums like the staircase and we dropped it 11 feet. Test day was the 24th of this month. Our pilots were Mickey and Minnie. Our vehicle measured 4.5 centimeters in length, 25.4 centimeters in width, and 66 centimeters in height. During our pilot's like loading time, it was about 32 seconds, and we dropped both of them, and then unfortunately both eggs or pilots did not make the job. This is a video of test day, so we'll play it now for you guys. After our test, we took pictures of both our pilots. One of them was a lot more broken than the other, but both were completely cracked, so our vehicle didn't succeed. And we couldn't do
Excuse me. So, in conclusion, our design consisted of a small cardboard box that was split into 2 compartments, stuffed with cotton balls and bubble wrap, and then the box was attached to a plastic bag using string that acted as a parachute. Um, and it was also held together with rubber bands and tape. Our assembly process went pretty smoothly. We finished well within the designated time, and we were able to build our lander pretty much exactly according to the predetermined design that we had. The testing of our lander, as shown in that video in the seating picture, didn't go very well. Neither of our eggs survived the first trial run, so as a result, we weren't able to do any of the subsequent tests. And if we were able to redesign our lander in the future, we would probably include a larger box that would go around the small box that we did have, with some more cushion, possibly, more bubble wrap or cotton balls, that sort of thing, so that it would be more protected and there'd be more cushion from the drop. Um, yeah.